Have you ever experienced this? You're walking through an airport or sitting in traffic, completely distracted by life, and suddenly, a smell hits you. Maybe it's talcum powder, maybe it's an old soap, and within seconds, you're no longer here. You're 7 years old again, standing in your grandmother's kitchen, hearing an old ceiling fan, feeling safe. That is nostalgia. And here's the fascinating part. Modern neuroscience now says nostalgia is not emotional weakness. It's actually one of the brain's most sophisticated psychological survival tools. When nostalgia activates, multiple powerful regions of the brain light up together. The hippocampus retrieves autobiographical memories. The amygdala adds emotional intensity. And the brain's reward system releases dopamine, the same chemistry linked to motivation, pleasure, and emotional resilience. In simple words, your brain uses the past to emotionally protect you in the present. Now here's where it gets even more incredible. Smell is the most powerful nostalgia trigger in human biology. Why? Because unlike sight or sound, smell bypasses the brain's logical filtering systems and travels directly into the emotional brain. That's why one small smell can emotionally break you open, not remind you, transport you. And music? Music may be even more powerful. There's always that one song, the one that makes your chest tighten, the one that instantly brings back an old version of yourself. Research now shows nostalgic music activates the brain's default mode network, the system connected to identity, imagination, and self-storytelling. Your brain doesn't just remember the song, it briefly becomes the person who first heard it. That's why nostalgia feels both beautiful and painful, because for a few seconds, you meet your younger self again. And maybe that's why brands, hotels, restaurants, and even social media are now heavily engineering nostalgia. Retro cafes, vinyl aesthetics, old-school comfort food, 90s playlists. Because neuroscience has already proven something powerful. Familiarity creates emotional safety. But here's the most important insight of all. Nostalgia is healthy when it becomes a bridge, not an escape. The past is not meant to become your permanent address, but sometimes it arrives quietly to remind you you were loved. You survived difficult seasons before, and somewhere inside you, that version still exists. Maybe nostalgia is not the mind moving backward. Maybe it's the soul trying to carry something valuable forward.